guys, as part of your independent practice, I'm asking you to do a little practice on page 108, which is this page in your textbook, and 109. I feel like this is really good practice for you in terms of using multiplication patterns with decimals, okay? I want to talk specifically about this page because they give you a little number or a little n times 43 and 5/10. And they tell you what it equals. This little n right here just means what would we replace the n with to make this a true statement. So we're trying to find out what the value of n is. So since we're using what we already know about moving decimals, in our answer we can see, if we look at our factor of 43.50 and then we look at our product, it goes from a decimal to a whole number, and I can see that my decimal has just really moved one place to the right. It's only moved one place to the right. So that tells me that anytime I multiply a decimal number times 10, that means that I'm moving my decimal just one place to the right. So if I were to do 10 times 43 and 5/10, that means that my decimal would just move over one place to the right, making my official product 435. So in this particular case, the correct answer would be n equals 10. Okay? In the same scenario here, the only difference is now our decimal has moved. If you look at your product, our decimal has moved from being at the back of the number, it's moved 2 places to the left. So this just means that I've done what I did here. The only thing is I've gone the opposite direction, which tells me that I'm multiplying times 1/10 and not 10. So if my decimal is already secretly back here, because remember, in any whole number that you have, there's always an invisible decimal all the way over to the right. So even though I don't see the decimal, it's safe to assume that it's behind the number. So it's going to move 2 places to the left, making my answer 3 and 94/100. So that means that n would have to equal 1/10. That means that I multiplied 1/10 times 394. Okay, so use these same patterns to work out the rest of these problems. Okay, and we will do a little bit of practice in our small group lessons.